Hello all, welcome back to my channel. This is the 6th series lecture of successive differentiation. So today we deal with the same Leibniz rule, that is nth differentiation of some functions by using Leibniz theorem. Okay, before that let us recall the Leibniz theorem. So this Leibniz theorem is applied for the function of the form product form. Okay, Leibniz rule or Leibniz theorem. So it states that nth derivative of two functions of the product form, that is u v, is equals to u as it is nth derivative of vn plus constant nc1 u1, that is differentiation of this u, vn minus 1 plus nc2 u2 vn minus 2 plus and so on. Lastly we get un v as it is. So this is the Leibniz theorem, or we can add the constant values here. You may take this as u into v1 plus nc1 value is n u1 vn minus 1 plus n into n minus 2 divided by 2 factorial. This is nc2 value, u2 vn minus 2. Next you can substitute nc3 value, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Sorry, this is n minus 1 vn minus 2 and so on. Lastly we get un into v. So this is Leibniz theorem. You can just recall this formula directly. We substitute the n constants values here. Okay, now let us consider the examples. So these examples were very important for your exams for 6 marks. Okay, so here given problem is, if y equals to sine inverse of x square, then show that 1 minus x square into yn plus 2 minus 2n plus 1 into x yn plus 1 minus n square yn equals to 0. Almost all you will get the problems like this only. Here this question involves yn plus 2, yn plus 1 and yn. So here yn means nth derivative of y is called as yn. Nth derivative of yn is yn plus 1. Nth derivative of y2 is yn plus 2. So that means we have to apply the nth derivative formula after the second differentiation. So that means first we have to differentiate this y, one step, same again same we have to differentiate second time, then we apply the Leibniz theorem, because in this question we need yn plus 2. If you apply directly we will get only yn term. So that means we have to differentiate it first 2 times. Okay, if you remember one problem, that is steps involved in this problem, you can solve the any problems. Almost all the steps are same. Okay, only differentiation, that is derivative, will be different, but almost the steps are same only. Okay, solution. First let us let the given function y equals to sine inverse of x whole square. Okay, now we differentiate this function with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x we get, so first derivative we take it as y1. So sine inverse of whole square is 2 sine inverse of x into, we have to write this sine inverse x differentiation, because it is in the form x square differentiation 2x, and the sine inverse x differentiation is 1 divided by root of 1 minus x square. So here you have to recall all the formulas of differentiation, that is derivative of all standard functions, because here we know that differentiation of sine inverse of x is equals to 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, we have used this formula. So for any problem, if you get the denominator, so almost in the all problem, better you send this denominator to the LHS side. Okay, so in all the cases, so here we send this denominator to the LHS side. If it we have two terms, then take the LCM, then send the LHS side. Here we don't have, we have only one term, therefore we can directly send it to the LHS side. Okay, square root of 1 minus x square y1 2 sine inverse x. Now we square on both sides, because to remove this square root, squaring on both sides, we get 1 minus x square, so square and square root get cancels, y1 square, here 2 square is 4, sine inverse of x whole square. But given function sine inverse of y square, x square is equals to y, because given that y equals to sine inverse of x whole square. Okay, therefore we substitute that value. So here sine inverse of x whole square value will be y. So because given y equals to sine inverse of x whole square. Okay, so this LHS side as it is. Again differentiating with respect to x. So here we apply the UV rule, okay, not the Leibniz theorem. So again differentiating, so second derivative, we get the second derivative. Okay, because we need yn plus 2. For that we have to we require y2 value. For that we differentiate again this one. So again differentiating, we get, treat this as first function, this one as second function. First function as it is, differentiation of y1 square is 2 into y1. So because it is of the form x square, 2 into y1 into, here we have to write y1 differentiation will be y2. See here we are differentiating y1, so its differentiation will be y2. So once again I repeat, here we have y1 square. Okay, y1 square, its differentiation will be 2y1 into differentiation of this y1, that is y2. Therefore we get 2y1 into y2 plus second function y1 square as it is, we have to write differentiation of first function, that is x square differentiation is minus 2x equals to 4y1. Y differentiation will be y1. Okay, now here in these two cases we can take y1 outside, that is common. On taking y1 common, we get 1 minus x square into, here we get 2y2. Okay, I will write, even 2 can also we can take outside. I will take 2 also outside. 2 on taking 2y1 we get 1 minus x square into y2. Here we have minus sign, so minus 2 and y1 we have taken outside. So simply we get x into one more term of y1 equals to 4y1. So we can cancel this y1, 2 1s are 2 2s are 4. Okay, so that we get 1 minus x square into y2 minus x into y1 equals to, this side we get only 2. Now we apply the Leibniz theorem here. Okay, so now differentiating n terms by using Leibniz theorem, because we got y2 value here. Now differentiating each term, because it contains two terms of UV form. Okay, this one also we have to apply the Leibniz theorem. For this term also we have to apply the Leibniz theorem. Okay, therefore we write differentiating each term n times by applying Leibniz rule, right? If you are interested, you can write the formula once again here. Okay, that is Leibniz rule is nth derivative of u into v is u as it is differentiation of v, and n into u1 vn minus 1 plus so on, or we write one more time, n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, that is equals to 2 itself, u2 vn minus 2 and so on, right? So like this we have to write the, so we have to differentiate here each term by Leibniz theorem. So remember that it contains two terms which are in the uv form, so therefore we apply first Leibniz theorem for this term, then apply Leibniz theorem for this term. Okay, first we apply for this term, so take this as u and this one as v. So differentiating that by applying this Leibniz theorem we get, so u as it is nth derivative of v, nth derivative of y2 is, as I already told you, that y2 nth derivative will be yn plus 2. Okay, so its nth derivative will be yn plus 2. Next, plus n as it is differentiation of this u, differentiation of 1 minus x square is minus 2x. Next, n minus vn minus 1. So that means in this we replace, so nth derivative of vn we replace n by n minus 1. On replacing this n by n minus 1, here we get its, so here we have here yn plus 2. On replacing n by n minus 1 we get n minus 1 plus 2. So simplifying we get here yn plus 1. So we get yn plus 1. Got this one? So this is vn value, replacing n by n minus 1. So here if I replace this n by n minus 1, we get yn plus 1. Similarly, so here we get yn minus 2. First we write this one, n into n minus 1 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. u2 means again derivative of this one, minus 2x differentiation is minus 2. vn minus 2 means again we replace in this vn by n minus 2. So replacing n by n minus 2 we get here minus 2, plus 2 minus 2 get cancels, we get n. So we get yn. Okay, so this is, so if I apply the further step we will get 0 because 2 differentiation is 0. This is the nth derivative of this first term. Okay, next minus x into y1. So for this x as it is y1 differentiation, so applying nth Leibniz rule, y1 nth derivative will be yn plus 1, right? Next, plus constant n, differentiation of this x, differentiation of x is 1. Now replacing n by n minus 1 we get yn, right? So LHS side is 2, its nth derivative will be 0. Next we simplify this one. Now simplifying this one, so here we get, it is 1 minus x square into yn plus 2. So minus sign, minus we write this 2 into x into n into yn plus 2. Here we multiply this n with n minus 1, multiplying we get this 2 and 2 get cancels. So here we have minus sign, so therefore we write minus sign, n into n square minus 1 into n minus n into this yn. Okay, so now multiply with minus sign, we get minus x into yn plus 1. Okay, so then plus n into yn, RHS side it is equals to 0. So now see whether we can take any terms common or not. So in this case we can take this yn plus 1 common from these two terms, and here these two, in these two we can take yn common. Even here we can take x also common. So first term as it is 1 minus x square yn plus 2. Sorry, this is 2. In these two terms, we can take x into yn plus 1 common, even with minus sign. On taking minus x, yn plus 1 common from these two terms, we get, here we get 2 into n. 2 into n, already we have taken minus sign, minus into minus plus, so here we get 1. Next, in these two we can take yn common, so on taking minus sign outside into yn common, on taking yn common, here we get n square minus n, from this we get plus n. Now further simplifying this one, see here plus n minus n get cancelled, so this can be written as 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus, we write first this term 2n plus 1 into x into yn plus 1 minus n square yn equals to 0. This is the required proof. Okay. So this one is the required answer. Okay. Like this you have to simplify the given function. And example, if y equals to e raised to sine inverse of x, then show that 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus 2n plus 1 x into yn plus 1 minus n square into yn equals to 0. Solution, we repeat the same steps here. Okay. Only we get derivative difference. Given y equals to e raised to m sine inverse of x. Okay, so here differentiating this one, we get with respect to x, we get y1 equals to e raised to x differentiation e raised to x itself, that is e raised to m sine inverse x as it is, into we have to write m sine inverse x differentiation here. M sine inverse x differentiation is m into sine inverse x, m is constant, sine inverse x differentiation is 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so here we got the denominator in the fractions, so always send this denominator to the LHS side. You will get square root of 1 minus x square into this y1 equals to e raised to m sine inverse x as it is into this m. Okay, so now you can observe that e raised to m sine inverse x is nothing but it is given function y, therefore we replace this e raised to m sine inverse x by y, that is m as it is, this is equals to y. So this is because y equals to e raised to m sine inverse x. So now we remove this root, therefore squaring on both sides, we get, in square root get cancels, we get 1 minus x square y1 square equals to m square into y square. Okay, now differentiating, it is again differentiating with respect to x, we get, treat this as first and this one as a second function. First function as it is, differentiation of second function is 2y1 into y2 plus y1 square as it is, its differentiation is minus 2x equals to, here we get m square constant as it is, y square differentiation is 2y. Okay, sorry, it is y square differentiation is 2y into y differentiation will be y1. Now we can take 2y1 common from these two terms. On taking 2y1 we get 1 minus x square as it is into y2. Here we get minus sign, x as it is, y1 term. Okay, we have taken outside one term. We get m square, this 2y into y1 as it is, y1 get cancels, when this 2 also get cancels, we get 1 minus x square into y2 minus x into y1 equals to m square into y. So now we differentiate by Leibniz theorem. Okay. So after getting second derivative, we apply the Leibniz theorem. Okay. So therefore, differentiating each term n times by Leibniz theorem, we get, so first we apply Leibniz theorem for this term, then this term. Okay, so first we write the formula for Leibniz theorem. Nth derivative of product of two functions is equals to u as it is nth derivative of Vn plus u1, that is differentiation of u, where we get one constant here, Vn minus 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 2 factorial into u2 Vn minus 2 and so on. Okay, so applying this formula we get, treat this as u and v, here this is u and this is v. If first we apply for this one, we get 1 minus x square as it is, nth derivative of y2 is yn plus 2 plus this constant n, u1 differentiation of this one is minus 2x Vn minus 1, replacing n by n minus 1, in this case we get 2 minus 1 equals to 1, therefore we get yn plus 1. Next term plus n into n minus 1, 2 factorial is 2, u2 means differentiation of this minus 2x differentiation is minus 2, so replacing n by, here in this Vn replacing n by n minus 2, plus 2 minus 2 get cancels, we simply get yn. Okay, so if I apply next term, it will be 0 because here differentiation of 2 is 0, therefore next term we get 0. This is the nth derivative of first term. Now we apply for this one, minus x as it is, nth derivative of 1 is yn plus 1 plus constant n, differentiation of x is 1, replacing n by n minus 1, we get yn equals to, so this side we have m square is constant, no need to apply the uv formula, m square is constant, we simply differentiate this y n times, we get yn. Okay, further simplifying this one, we get 1 minus x square yn plus 2, here minus sign, 2nx yn plus 1, n into, so minus sign, minus n into n is equals to n square minus this n yn minus x into yn plus 1 plus into minus minus n into yn, we take this to the LHS side, it becomes minus m square yn equals to 0. So simplifying we get 1 minus x square yn plus 2 as it is, we take 2x yn plus 1 x yn plus 1 common from these two terms, we get minus x into yn plus 1 common, we get here 2n, this side plus, minus into minus, we get plus 1. Then taking yn common from these three terms, we get, so minus sign, minus ym, here we get n square minus n, minus into minus plus n, minus into minus plus m square into yn equals to 0. Further simplifying, we can write it as 1 minus x square. So see here this minus n plus n get cancels, we can write it as yn plus 2 minus 2n plus 1 into x yn plus 1 minus, sorry, this is already we have written yn here, so here we get n square plus m square into this yn equals to 0. So this is the required proof. Like this, you try this third problem by yourself. Here given function is x equals to tan of log y, then show that this one. Okay, so to get, here we need y value, for that we consider given function x equals to tan of log y. Sending this tan to this side, we get log y equals to this log y equals to sending tan this side, we get tan inverse of x. We require only y, therefore we send log this side, or taking anti-log on both sides, we get e raised to tan inverse of x. So then go on differentiating this function. Okay.